Hi, friends, and welcome back to the Kindness Advantage. I am your host, Cindy Rowe, and in 10 minutes or less, I'll explore ways to share kindness into every corner of your life. And in today's episode, we are talking about how kindness and inclusion go hand in hand, especially during Pride Month. Now, if you're new to the community or just tuning in, here's what you need to know. Kindness is powerful. It's not about being kind when it's easy. It's about showing up for others, listening without judgment, and making space for everyone to feel seen, safe, and respected. We need to start looking within when we talk about Pride Month. And we celebrate Pride Month in June. However, it should really be celebrated year round. But let's look at the truth that's often overlooked. You can't practice true kindness while leaving people out. Pride Month is a time to celebrate the LGBTQ plus community, but it's also time to reflect, to listen, to learn, to grow. And whether you identify as part of the LGBTQ plus community or you're an ally, Pride is about recognizing the humanity in one another and honoring the stories, the identities, and the experiences that make us who we are. And kindness, well, it actually is a major role to play here. Kindness says, you belong here. It doesn't ask you to fit in. It doesn't make assumptions. It simply creates room at the table and makes sure that that room is safe, supportive, and full of empathy. Think about it. How often do we associate kindness with grand gestures? But in reality, it's the small things that create the biggest impact. I talk about it all the time. Small acts of kindness create major waves. So, how does that look to the community during Pride Month, or basically anytime, right? It's using someone's correct pronouns, speaking up when someone's being excluded or mistreated, creating space and conversation for different perspectives, supporting LGBTQ plus creators, businesses, or community events. And those acts of kindness that matter, they actually send a powerful message. It says, I see you, I respect you, and I stand with you. Now, I want to be clear. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers to be kind. You don't have to understand every identity or term. You just have to lead with curiosity and compassion and have an open heart for empathy. That's what allyship looks like. It's not perfection. It's just showing up, listening, asking, and being willing to grow and learn. And that's where kindness shines brightest, right? In the willingness enough to care, enough to try. So, what can we do this Pride Month and beyond to practice more inclusive kindness? Here's the way I would like to start. I think I have 3 ideas for you. Number 1, educate yourself. Read a book, watch a documentary, follow LGBTQ plus voices on social media. And the more you learn, the better you lead with kindness that's actually rooted in understanding and compassion. Number 2, be a safe person. Whether you're in the workplace, at school, or just around the dinner table. Set a tone of respect. Don't tolerate jokes or behavior that harm or diminish others. Because honestly, kindness protects. And number 3, use your voice and platform. Kindness is quiet, yes, but sometimes it really needs to be loud. Support causes, share resources, attend events, or simply let others know they're not alone. Pride Month is about celebrating love, identity, and resilience. But it's also about the work we all are invited into to build a world where no one is othered and where kindness becomes the default and not the exception. That's my mission. And it doesn't end here. Because when we say kindness includes everyone, we should actually mean it. No asterisks, no footnotes, no exceptions. I really hope that this has kind of opened up your eyes a little bit more about including others. I talk about including others when I speak at events, and I bring up a story that every time I talk with school-aged children, I ask them what kindness means to them. And they always tell me it's including others. And so, whatever that might look like for you, I hope your mind has been opened up a little bit. And I hope that you can open up your heart a little bit more and realize that kindness is all about including everyone. So, as we celebrate Pride Month, I really encourage you to lead with empathy, openness, and courage, because the kindness that we show others helps shape the world we all deserve. Please let me know if this message resonated with you by sending me a comment, liking this, sharing it with somebody, sharing it on your socials, and don't forget to subscribe. It really means a lot to me when you do that. And until next time, remember, together we create waves of change through kindness.